So I'm doing a burst fade today. I'm clearing with a 1.5, basically just debulking right now. As you can see, I'm going on and off, preserving that bulk because we're not taking off too much. I'm basically just doing a quick little burst fade. When doing a burst fade, I always would recommend debulking around the ear, only so that you know and have a build to go about. And I'm about to show you why. So now you can see why I do this, because now I know that anything below that bulk is fading and anything above it is transition. So now I'm setting up my guideline with my trimmer. I only do this because I know that I could take that line out, but you could also use a clipper and do closed or notch open. So when I started with it, when I went around the ear, I only used the corners of the trimmer, not the full blade, because we don't want to accidentally go into it and destroy that round circle, whatever you want to call it, around the ear, because that's the whole main purpose of a burst fade, the roundness around the ear like that. So now we're gonna hit him with the full shaver, get that down to skin. But if someone wants stubble, you give them stubble. Other than that, let's head on to the next step. So now I'm going with my lever open on my clipper, and I'm going just about half of a finger's length on top of that trimmer guideline that we did. So as you can see, when I'm going around the ear, I'm literally only using the corners, just following that all the way down. Same thing as if we were doing a trimmer. We're trying to keep that build so that when we do that burst fade, it gives it that nice crispy around the ear build, you know what I mean? And before we go on to the next step, just remember that this is my way, not the way. So remember this as just a good way to do this type of haircut in my perspective. Okay, so now that we did that, we're gonna go on to lever play. And this is basically just me taking out the guideline I did with the lever open. I like taking this out because to me, this is the hardest line to take out. So I just get rid of it right away, because anything on top of it is basically a classic cut, you know what I mean? And all I'm using is basically just the corners, just to take out that line. Shouldn't be too much of a trouble. So now I'm gonna go with my number 1 guard. And I'm going about a finger's length on top, just scooping out, trying to preserve that bulk on top of it, because I don't want to accidentally push it up and basically make a whole new guide and raise this fade up. We don't want to do that. We want to keep this nice and clean. So what I like to tell people that are starting to fade when it comes to fading is to just do it. Don't be scared. It's okay to mess up. When I first started, I messed up a bunch, but I mean, I didn't really care, because that's a part of growing and that's how you learn. So never be scared to mess up, because I mean, that's how life is. You mess up and all you do from that is learn, and you just keep learning. So now that we did the number 1, we're gonna go with the half. And you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do the same thing. Flick out. We don't wanna accidentally go too high, or else we're gonna push that fade up. And remember, using your corners is your best friend when it comes to fading. Only because when you're doing anything low, like low drop fade, low burst fade, anything compressed where you have to basically keep bulk, you want to use them corners, because you don't want to accidentally use the full blade and push that fade up. I'm using my corners right now. You can see how I'm just using it just to get down right there. And as you can see, anything above that is just transition work or top cutting. Anything below that, what I'm doing right now is fading. So now we're gonna do our C cup. You could do this at the end or in the beginning. It basically just matters to however you want to go about it. I just like doing it right after I'm done, basically my blending, you know what I mean? Because this isn't really going to do anything to the top or the bottom or anything like that, because we could tweak anything out with polish work. So now I'm just going to wet my boy real quick. Wet him till he's like dripping wet. Pause. Yeah, we're just doing that. You see that? Gotta wet him. So now I'm just doing top cutting. I'm just gonna square it out first. Just take out about a little bit. You can see right there that I'm not even taking barely anything. This dude got prom. You wanna make sure you got the most hair to work with, you know what I mean? But yeah, so after this, you'll see what we're gonna do. And just remember that you always wanna have a guide to follow. You don't wanna guess, because we don't guess here. You wanna make sure you're doing everything step by step, because you don't wanna get yourself confused. So now I'm doing a technique called point cutting. Basically just adding some textures, basically adding some triangles in the back. So now I'm gonna do a technique called shear over comb. I'm doing this because I want to kind of just blend in the bulk into the fade and kind of have that a smooth little surface, you feel me? So now I'm gonna dry his hair and basically just get ready to basically finish this cut. So right now, I feel like I see a little bit of bulk right there. So I'm just gonna grab my texture and shears, just kind of blend that out a little bit more, get that nice and blended, if you know what I mean. So now that I finished that, I'm basically just prepping this, brushing it down for the lineup. The lineup is what makes this haircut complete. I just want to say thank you to everyone who supported me throughout this journey. And yeah, that's basically the end of this video. All I really gotta do is just style his hair. And other than that, that's basically the end of the video. Thank you.